Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee, and I hope you're having a very blessed day today. It's a dreary day, another dreary day here, so you can see the shadows. Don't have much light coming through the windows. It's raining again today, y'all. I don't know, it's springtime, so, all the flowers need rain. But today, we're going to be in Hebrews. I know I skipped a couple books. We're probably going to go back. I'm just trying to catch up. So before we begin in Hebrews, we'll be in chapter 3 of Hebrews. But before we begin, let me just give you a quick overview of what Hebrews really is about. It's a letter that people aren't sure who wrote the letter. Some say Paul, some say no way, it couldn't have been Paul. So we don't know. There's been debate on that. But again, they don't know even who this letter was written to. Some people think it's like an open letter for all Christians, especially the Jewish Christians scattered all over the Roman Empire. And then some scholars say it could have been directed to the Jewish Christians in Rome. So again, nobody really knows. There's a lot of kind of mystery behind Hebrews. But Hebrews, the overall theme of Hebrews is showing that Jesus is better, essentially. He's better than any of the revered Jewish heroes and leaders like Moses, and even he's better than the angels. Jesus is better than their high priest, who was the spiritual leader of the Jews, and Jesus' sacrifice is better than animal sacrifices. So the whole book of Hebrews is really talking about how Jesus is the ultimate. He's better than any of this other stuff that you've been following. So it's kind of like, again, that Christianity is better than, not better than Judaism, but it's like the new and improved. Jesus was the new and improved. Like, he was the long-awaited Messiah, and they're trying to show, the Jewish people, that his sacrifice is better than any animal sacrifice they could ever do. He is higher than the highest priest. He is better than Moses, because, the Jewish people really revered Moses and Joshua and all their past leaders. So that's kind of what Hebrews is about. So you need to read through it. But today we're going to be focusing on chapter 3. And here it's talking about, the title is really Our Apostle and High Priest. We are going to be focusing on verse 6 of chapter 3. But I'm going to read 1 through 6. It says, "Therefore, holy brothers and sisters who share in a heavenly calling." That's all you. If we're all believers in Jesus, we share in that heavenly calling. "Consider Jesus, the apostle and high priest of our confession." Our confession meaning that we make him the Lord and Savior of our life. "He was faithful to the one who appointed him." God, Jesus was faithful to the one who appointed him, just as Moses was in all God's household. For Jesus is considered worthy of more glory than Moses. See, so they're saying he's greater than Moses. "Just as the builder has more honor than the house." So kind of Jesus is our builder, "Now every house is built by someone, but the one who built everything is God. God's our great builder. Moses was faithful as a servant in all God's household as a testimony to what would be said in the future." So Moses was kind of being the shadow or the type of a greater prophet who was to come, which would be Jesus. "But Christ was faithful as a son over his household." So it's kind of like Moses was the servant in the household, but Jesus was the son of the household, right? And it says, "And we are that household if we hold on to our confidence and the hope in which we boast." So we're part of that household, y'all. It's like we're the heirs with Jesus. So we're the sons and daughters of that household. We're not just servants, because God says, Jesus said, "I don't just call you servant or friend. You are my brothers and sisters. You are joint heirs with me." So I think that is just so cool. So anyways, I am using a printable that I got, again, in one of my Facebook pages, one of my Facebook groups, sorry, not Facebook page, on one of my Facebook pages, in a group. And they gave us this printable, and they did a live. And again, I'm still trying to catch up a little, so I'm taking you all along with me. If you can find a little house, it's just some under construction. I just printed this on not even cardstock, copy paper. So this is the little house they gave us, and it's talking about how we're the house of God, but we're still under construction. God is at work. We are not finished yet. Because it says, let's see. what is it? I'm trying to find it. Well, it says, we are that household if we hold on to the confidence and the hope in which we boast. So it's built by someone. So it's like God is still building us. We are still in the works. We're still in the process. And I love that because, y'all, I'm like a decrepit house right now. I'm like a house that's falling apart. So I need to be built. I'm under construction, big construction. So let me pull my sleeves up. I grabbed some colored pencils. I'm just going to color this house a tad. So I'm going to grab this kind of like honey mustard yellow, or goldenrod they call it. And I'm just going to color in like some of these bricks. My whole page is going to be mostly like yellows and blacks and stuff. I grabbed some black grid washi tape. And so everyone's been posting their pictures again on the site, on the Facebook site. And I've been looking at all the pictures and just getting a whole bunch of ideas. So this is probably going to be like a conglomeration of all the pictures that I have in my head, of all the pictures that people have been posting on how they did their pages. So again, you know, all of our pages may look a little similar, but they'll be different because we're all doing it in our own style. And I'm not looking at one right now. I'm just kind of doing my own thing right now. I have all the pictures in my head of what people were posting. So, and I liked a lot of different ideas. So I take a little bit from that page, a little bit from that page, and, just add my own style. I'm going to do a little bit of brown. And right now I'm just putting one color down. I always do one color at first, and then I go in and add more colors. Again, that gives it dimension. And I go darker. I do light at first, and then I do darker to add, like shadows and what have you to the colors. Some of them. Let's do like a darker brown. This is how I put all my colored pencils together. I love the Prismacolor color pencils. So for those who have asked me which colored pencils I use Prismacolor mostly. I mean, I probably have a couple different brands in here, but I really do love the Prismacolors. I love the way they blend. I love the soft lead in it. Yeah, I've always used them since college, so they're my favorite brand. They do get a little pricey, but you can find deals on them occasionally, or use like a Michael's coupon or something, get them when they go on sale. Okay, let's see here. I want to do kind of like a grayish or a tannish, maybe. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. I'm reaching for my other. Maybe like a slight yellowish. I'm just gonna quickly just add a little bit of color here. A lot of this is going to be covered up, well, with some of these under construction pieces, so I just want to get like a quick color down on here. And I'm not going to color the whole house. We're only going to go like maybe halfway up because it's under construction. That's what the person who did the live did, and I like that idea of kind of only, having a half finished house because we're under construction. Let's see. Again, just adding some other color dimension. I'm just throwing color down on here, y'all. There's no rhyme or reason. Let's do gray. Oh, somebody's outside with their music in their car. I can hear it. They're enjoying their day. Sometimes I love to just get lost in the coloring and just, I don't know, just kind of zone out and just have fun. You know, kind of going back to your days of being a kid and coloring in coloring books. I used to love to color in coloring books. That's why I got a lot of those adult coloring books. When that craze first came out, what was it, a few years ago? Oh my gosh, I went nuts. I loved it. I was like, oh, I can color again. Adult coloring books. I got so excited that, you know, they had adult coloring books, and they were just so fun to do. And I don't know. Yeah, I still have a ton of them. I should get back to that. I am going on vacation soon. Well, kind of like a work/vacation trip. And it'll be fun to maybe bring one of those along. I can sit by the pool and on my off time and maybe just color a little. I may do that now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. And like I said, I can just keep going like this all day. So I'm gonna try to finish this part and we'll stop. Again, I'm only doing some of it because it's supposed to be an unfinished house. So some of it's colored, some of it's not. Let me do, let's see, maybe just like a light brown. Just to have some of this pop out a little bit more. If any of you have watched any of my videos where I do colored pencils, you know I can sit here and do this all day long and just keep adding layer after layer after layer. It does just give it such, I don't know, it just gives it more intensity or dimension or complexity, I guess. The more colors you layer together, and it makes things pop out more, and I don't know. Okay. Let me just do a little bit more. Okay, I think that's good. So that part's not finished. Okay, so that's it with the coloring. Let's see, this was brown, these are gray. Put all these back so I know where everything's at. Otherwise, I'll be searching for it later. I guess this was on the tans. Okay, put that to the side. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab, let's see, brushed corduroy, wild honey, in my brush here. And I use these bricks a lot, but since we're talking about houses, I'm gonna do some stenciling here. I did prep my page because I'm gonna be inking, so. You don't always have to prep your page, but again, like I never know what I'm gonna do on the other side, so I don't know if it's gonna react with, you know, the inks or what have you. Let's do some coming up from the bottom. Oh, and you know what? While I have that there, it'd be easier if I did this at the same time. I'm gonna go in with some brown as well. And I just had this one out. I usually like using these brushes instead of these when I'm doing stencils, but let me put some brown over here. So let's see where that was. Okay. I just want to put it in just certain areas, again, to give it a little bit more dimension, give it different colors, because bricks are not all the same color, y'all. See? Just like that. let's see, let's have some coming from this side. So I'm thinking the house is going to go right about here. So we'll have some bricks coming down into the house. Kind of like that. And then let's oh, that's cute. And then maybe have some peeping out here, I think. That should be good. We'll see if we need any more. We could always add more. Okay, so I'm gonna put that to the side. I love these Distress Oxide and inks. They just, yeah, they're so fun to play with. Okay, so now we are just going to assemble the page. So let's figure out where we want things. I also want to use this, so I got to remember I have that. Ooh, so I have House of God here. So let me think. Maybe that'll go there. Oh, I like these under constructions. So I remember people were putting them like this around the house. I thought that was so cool. So let's see. Kind of like your house is under construction. You have all those, what are that coming off the page maybe. What are those things called? The police. These kind of remind me of like those police strips. Or like, you know, when there's a construction area and they have all those. The warning signs. Warning, warning, warning. Watch where you're walking. Okay, I also, let's do arrows down here maybe. We can do this across the bottom. Oh goodness, y'all. There's so many things. Let's see if we do an under construction here. Where's my scissors? Maybe if we cut it like this. Cut it like this. Or is that going to be too long? Yep. Cut it a little shorter. Cut it a little shorter. Put that there. I like this. God is at work. God is at work. Oh, and I want to underline the verse. Okay, so if we do this, let me cut that there. Cut that there. Okay, and we're going to underline the verse. So that's verse 6. We are that household. And we are that household if we hold on to our confidence and the hope in which we boast. And actually, I'm going to kind of highlight this whole section because it's talking about how Jesus is the builder of the house. God is the builder of the house. And we're not servants of the house like Moses. We are actually sons and daughters of the house. And like Jesus was the son of the house. Okay, so I'm thinking like that. And then we can add more. We've got this. I've got my tab that I want to add some stuff to. Where I got this Hebrews. Ooh, under construction. So many pieces. Maybe something like that. Let's cut this right about there. And that will go under there. Maybe something like that. Okay, let's start gluing. And then we'll add washi tape and all the other stuff. So, okay. Let's do one thing at a time. Oh my gosh, y'all. But yeah, if you have, you can, if you don't have this, you can just Google, you know, like construction images or like a house under construction. Okay, I'm gonna keep these like that. You can Google like a decrepit house or a house falling apart or a house, like I said, house under construction, and just print it out. These little construction, little signage, signposts and such. Okay. How did we have this, y'all? I kind of like it wonky. I don't want it like right in the middle. So let's do that. Yeah, I'm looking out my window right now. There's a storm coming in. It's springtime. It's that time of year where we're getting a lot of rain. Oh, well, that helped. That held it right there for me. Nope, maybe not. Come on. There we go. And then let me cut this. Cut this. I just thank God that I'm under construction. He's the builder. And he's not considering me condemned yet. Not yet. I'm not condemned yet. And y'all know there's no condemnation. I don't mean that kind of condemned. I mean like, you know, how they call a house condemned because it's just destroyed. It's just horrible. There's like no hope for it. Thank God that God does not call any of our houses, which is us, our bodies, we're not condemned. So that's a good thing. He'll just keep building. He'll just say, you know what? It just needs a little bit more construction. It just needs a little bit more work. He won't ever give up on the decrepit houses. But I mean, thank God. Thank God. God is at work, that's for sure. And I feel bad for him because he's got a lot of work to do with me. Sorry, God. I'm trying. I'm trying. Thank God that you won't give up. God is at work for sure. Okay, I also want to do some of this washi tape. So maybe I'll do it under this part. I think the black will kind of ground this a little. Okay, maybe I should glue this first. Let's stick that there. I'm just gonna glue this right across the bottom. You could even, I was just thinking, I could have put the crisscross across the whole page and just said the whole thing's under construction. The whole thing, Lord. Okay, where was I? Oh, this, under construction. Okay, and then let's do some at the top. Okay, I have this little tab that I just punched out, and what I'm going to do actually is I'm gonna put a bunch of glue on here. And I'm going to just glue, I'm gonna kind of make my own little tab here with this paper and decorate it. Do we want to line it up like that? Yeah, we'll just line it up. I could have probably just punched a tab out with these papers, but this will give it some strength and sturdiness because this is cardstock that I punched this out with my little tab punch. And I'll just decorate it. Come on, stay there. Okay, there we go. Made our own little tab right there. So that will go maybe like right here. Oh my gosh. See y'all? My Bible keeps tilting. Okay, let's do some black washi. And I think I'm gonna like tear it because I like tearing washi. I don't know why. I really love the torn look of washi tape. If I can get it to go. Come on. Oh, now it's gonna be too tiny. Really? Come on. Okay, let me throw those out. Now it's stuck. Come on. Okay, let's see. Well, let's see what that looks like. That looks like it's under construction. Like it's needing some help. And maybe we can put some more under construction, or do we want some of these arrows? Ooh, maybe we'll just, let me see what it'll look like if I cut these like in half. Just have like a little strip up here. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Just play with your paper, you know? If it's not the way you want it, make it the way you want it. If it's too thick, cut it in half. I like this too, under construction. I might cut this part out. Have a little thin part here. Let's see, where's my tab? I have this too, house, it says House of God. I wonder if this will fit. Let's see. Yeah, we could do like House of God under construction. Yeah, ooh, I like that. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so let's stick this on. I'm just thinking as we go, y'all. There was no rhyme or reason, no plan at the beginning. I just knew like the images I wanted to use. And now we're just kind of sticking it all together. Okay, where's the house? Here we go. Oh, let's get this stuck on there. And I like it wonky because, you know, it's under construction. It's not supposed to be all plumb and straight lines. It's supposed to be wonky. House of God. And you know, we're considered the temples of God too. God's temple, our bodies. Let's see, maybe if I should, where, I guess we can just go like that, right there. House of God. And where's my under construction? Here we go. Now, do I want it under here? Under construction. Oh, I like that. Yeah, like on a House of God under construction. Ooh, I like that. I was going to put it over here, but I decided to do that. Okay. I think that is it. Let's see. Should we add anything else? Let me move all this and let's see if anything's calling out to me to add anything else. Washi tape anywhere else? Maybe along the side? No, I think that's it. I think we're finished. Nothing else is calling to me. So there we go. Okay, just a lot of gluing and some stencils, some coloring. I always loved color. So here we go, y'all. Let me bring this up close. Okay, there is our tab at the top. So God is at work. We're under construction, but thank God he never gives up on us. He never calls us a condemned house. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to show you this without hitting the camera and moving the table, but it's not working. So sorry. So here's the house right there. That we're the house of God. It's Hebrews 3, verse 6. We're under construction. And thank God, like I said, that he's continually at work. He doesn't give up on us. He does not call us condemned. There's no condemned sign on our house. It's just under construction. It just means we are in the process of being made perfect. And, you know, it's going to be a continuous process while we are here on this earth. But thank God that he's continually at work and he will not give up. So thank you all so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a very blessed day. Bye, y'all.